Hey Chief, are you ready to dominate your Clan Wars and Clan War League battles? In this video, I'm bringing you one of the best dragon armies you can use right now. Many of you probably use dragon armies, but sometimes those attacks just don't hit that glorious 3-star. Why? Often it's because the right techniques aren't being used. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to use this dragon attack to consistently score those 3 stars. Army composition, your path to 3 stars. All right, let's talk about the army composition I used for this first war attack. For the main army, I brought 8 dragons and 6 loons. This army also incorporates a queen charge. Now, let's talk hero equipment. Queen, I used a giant arrow and healer puppet. King, I equipped him with the spiky ball and snake bracelet. Grand Warden, I chose the Eternal Tome and Rage Gem. We'll explain all these details and why each troop and piece of equipment is essential as we go through the attack. And of course, you can find the army link in the video description, so you can easily copy it and try it for yourself. Starting the attack, the queen charge, and more. Okay, this is the war base we picked for our first attack. First, we're starting our queen charge on the left side of the base. My main goal here is to destroy that eagle artillery compartment. Plus, with the queen's giant arrow ability, we can take out those pesky air sweepers right alongside it. For the queen's second ability, I chose the healer puppet. Normally, a queen charge needs 5 healers, but I only brought 3 with this army. Why? Because the queen's healer puppet ability gives you 2 additional healers, bringing your total to 5. This frees up housing space for more troops, which is a fantastic trick for queen charges. If your healers start taking damage, you can use an invisible spell to protect them. Sometimes your queen might get stuck in the middle, fighting enemy clan castle troops and taking damage from other defenses. In these situations, you can raid your queen and freeze the defenses or enemy CC to keep her pushing through. Next, I'm dropping the Flame Flinger on the bottom side of the base, because that compartment has a single Inferno Tower. The queen charge's main target was the eagle artillery, but it didn't get destroyed and the queen moved to the bottom compartment. So I recalled the queen to the top side of the base. This specific flame flinger placement for this base was chosen because it can easily destroy the bottom section of defenses. It's always a good idea to choose your siege machine based on the specific base you're attacking. Now I'm placing the king on the right side of the base to clear out the buildings there. It's best to place your king alongside or near the dragons, as it helps them. Once we've created the necessary funnel pathing, it's time to deploy the main army. Here's a critical point for dragon armies. You need to keep your dragons together. If they start scattering, the attack is very likely to fail. This is the main reason many dragon attacks fail. That's why creating a proper funnel is so important. For a dragon army, using the Overgrowth spell is highly recommended, because it makes it much easier to control your dragons. There are a couple of reasons to use Overgrowth. You can use it to guide your dragons along the correct path, or to reduce the damage your army takes, or even both. For clan castle troops, I used rocket loons due to their movement speed. While many air attacks use the minion prince, I opted for the king because his snake bracelet and spiky ball abilities provide excellent value, especially the snake bracelet. And just like that, with this strategy, you can score a 3-star. Let's check out the next 4. All right, let's look at the second base. For this base, the eagle artillery and other key defenses are all located in the bottom compartment. So to clear that area, I'm starting the queen charge from the bottom. When I drop the queen, I'm aiming her precisely to target the air defense and air sweeper, because we'll be deploying the dragons from the top of the base. My intention was to get the queen into that bottom compartment, however, she ended up moving to the right side. Regardless, I recalled the queen to the left side of the base. This allowed her to clear out the defenses on that side, and it saves time as the dragons push from top to bottom. A queen charge makes it much easier to create the necessary funnel path for your army. The key to a successful queen charge is making sure you create the right path for your queen. So if you're planning to use a queen charge in your attacks, make sure to practice it a couple of times. If your queen charge fails, your entire attack has a much higher chance of failing too. I dropped a siege barracks on the right side of the base for this one. I chose the Siege Barracks here because it helps clear out the buildings on the right flank. The clan castle troops from the Siege Barracks can also destroy the defenses inside that right side compartment. I could have used the Blimp to destroy the defenses in the middle of the base, but I wanted to show you the Siege Barracks for this one. Don't worry though, I'll be using the Blimp in the next attack, so make sure you watch the video without skipping. As you can see, it's always good to choose your siege machine based on the specific base. I dropped the king on the top side of the base. This helps to create the ideal path for our main army to push into the center of the base. I also dropped an Overgrowth spell on the Eagle Artillery. This defense was a bit far from where the dragons would be, and the dragons would take a lot of damage pushing towards it. In situations like this, free spells are incredibly useful, which is why I brought 4 free spells for this attack. You can use a baby dragon to help create a path for the queen. Because of its ranged attack, the baby dragon can quickly clear buildings, making it a great troop for funneling. However, if there are air defenses near that area, you can use a super barbarian instead of the baby dragon. Alright, in the third attack, I made a change to the army composition. This time, I'm going in with 9 dragons, 8 balloons, 1 lava hound, and for cleanup troops, 4 archers, 2 wizards, 3 minions, and 1 witch. For spells, I've got 2 raid spells, 2 clone spells, and 1 free spell. In the clan castle, I'm bringing 8 balloons, 2 free spells, and using the Blimp as a siege machine. Alright then, let's jump into the attack. The Blimp is the most crucial part of this strategy. It sets the tone for the whole attack. Here's the trick. We use a lava hound to draw the attention of the defenses. While they're locked onto the hound, the Blimp can safely travel to the key area, usually deep into the base. Use the lava hound when you're sending the Blimp toward the core of the base. But if the town hall and key defenses are closer to the edge, you don't really need the hound. Save the housing space. If the enemy clan castle has air targeting troops, especially something like a dragon, make sure to freeze them immediately. That helps your Blimp get full value without being taken down early. You can also experiment with a wizard Blimp instead of looms. Queen charge isn't necessary in the strategy, because the Blimp already creates a strong path through the base. No need to spend time or troops on a charge when the Blimp does the job. When it comes to Grand Warden, you can even consider using Fireball, but in this attack, I went with the Rage Gem paired with Eternal Tome. The Rage boost seriously amps up the dragon's DPS, which melts defenses faster. Don't forget, King's Snake Bracelet and Spiky Ball abilities can be clutch too. Use them to help clear one side of the base. To build the funnel, use Queen Charge if you prefer, or start with the Blimp, or go in with a Siege Barracks plus King combo on one side. Once you've cleared the edge, the main army can follow a straight path through the base for max damage. Also, instead of using the Minion Prince, I went with the King, mainly because of his Snake ability. The Snake ability lasts until the end of the attack, which makes it extremely useful. But you need to make sure your King stays alive as long as possible. To do that, you can place the King closer to the dragons. That way, the dragons benefit from the Snake ability, and it helps them push more effectively. Still, if you want to, you can use the Minion Prince as well. That's totally fine depending on your strategy. So try this method in your next attack and see how it works for you. Every attack I show here is tested and presented with proper practice, so don't be afraid to try out these army strategies in your own battles. Alright Chiefs, that's a wrap for this one. If this video helped you out, smash that like button and subscribe for more powerful strategies coming your way.